KTONline.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
You excited for Fish Fry Fridays, but not necessarily sure where you want to go? Then may we suggest the Butte House of Fish at the West Licensing Fire Department on Butte Road in West Licensing. Fish fries are held every Friday through Good Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Dine in or takeout. They offer 4 meal options and various traditional sides, including haluski and pierogies. Enjoy a great meal and then check out their Chinese auction, Progressive 50/50, and other raffles and games. See you Friday at the West Licensing VFD.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at garysautosales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility combined with our personalized approach is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority. For 35 years, Fay Penn Economic Development Council has been committed to its mission of growing Fayette County's economy and helping to bring jobs to the area. Whether you're a startup, existing, or new business in Fayette County, Fay Penn's lending team can work with you to decide if the Fay Penn Loan Fund suits your business's needs. Fay Penn's Loan Fund offers loans starting at $10,000, pending qualifications. Visit faypenn.org to learn more about financing opportunities for your business and to complete a pre-application form.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges.
For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family owned and operated by Rick Gates, former Brownsville resident and Guyville alumni, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers warmth, convenience, affordability, and ample parking. With a knowledgeable funeral director and compassionate staff, the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory are ready to assist you.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
All right, welcome to What's on Your Mind. Hot Topics. Let's see, I've already made my first screw up. Hot Topics with Kendall, Paul, and the mess up artist, TJ. And we are brought to you by
A&R Roofing and Remodeling, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Hicks & Bob's Drugstore, and Gary's Auto Sales. 724-438-4593, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. We are open conversation. Bill will be back with us next Friday, but TJ, thanks for filling in for Bill.
Thanks for having me, or inviting me, or yes. I don't know, I was just told to be here. But it's good to be here with you guys. So are you. So what's going on, guys? A lot happening in the world these days.
Yes.
Different things happening in the world. We have
the war.
The domestic terrorism left and right. I found it interesting. The ties that these gunmen or car drivers or whatever have to, other countries and things like that. I was at a dinner about a month ago, not a month ago, maybe several months ago, This is like.
You can just, if you can talk a little bit louder.
I feel like
that
I'm
would be okay.
recording. Like okay, just a bit of D sessions with the Beatles or something, right? No, it starts from again.
Whatever you need to think about.
But I was at a dinner with a political associate of mine, and a guy joined us who's a former Israeli paratrooper, and he's here in Western PA, meeting with people about funding for school districts and keeping them secure, the school buildings secure, the Israeli way. And he had a meeting with one of the politicians, and then he came over to my table for dinner and took questions. And I found the guy very, very interesting. He's an older guy, you know, but very good shape. You know, obviously a paratrooper. I wouldn't want to ask him what you've seen in combat or what you've done, but I take it he's done some pretty deep stuff. And he said that like these sleeper cells are here. They're in the United States already. I said, well, with this porous border, I mean, isn't the concern that people will be sneaking in? That's what we're hearing on the news. He assured me and the people at the table very emphatically that they're already here. They're just waiting for the moment to be activated. And I think that you're starting to see that now with these things. I found one this morning, posted it to my Facebook, with the Old Dominion, I believe, shooter, ROTC class.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
And the guy came in and shot the instructor and killed him, and the ROTC students jumped into action. And they, you know, the story goes that at least one of them stabbed the guy, and the other ones beat him, and he's dead. You know, and good, have a parade for these people. You know, I mean, I'd like to see somebody say, well, that was too excessive. You shouldn't have done that. And then my mind goes to like, well, what if the police had done that? You would have people complaining about that it was excessive. You know, I'm waiting for someone to say, why didn't they better protect this guy? You know, but that, I don't know, politically, I don't think that would be a smart thing to say. But I think that this is the country that we're starting to live in now.
Like whenever you whenever you imagine like a sleeper cell, like where do you imagine that?
That's just a phrase that's been around for a while.
No, I know, but like what does that look like to you?
It looks to me the way that's not the way it looks to me. It's the way it's been described that I've studied or learned about from years ago or read about. It's just people who come here and seamlessly fit into society. You know, they may be a person that's your next door neighbor. They have a job. They look like respectable, responsible citizens. They might even work at WMBS Radio. TJ, where you been lately? You know,
no comment.
And then when they get the word or the time comes, they do something like this that you're reading about in the news today. The one guy in Virginia, I think, was even in the Virginia National Guard. You know, and had been in jail and then let out of jail for ISIS sympathies, I believe. You know, so he did have sort of that mark on his record. But a lot of times, most of the time, these are just people that you would say, "Oh my God, I never knew that he had, or I never had a clue that he had these sympathies, or that he was capable of doing such a thing, or she." So
even locally, like in local.
Yeah, they could be anywhere, and they're waiting for their cue or the time is ripe to do stuff.
So it could be like it doesn't have to be like the same day, the same time on a national level. It could just be any random
and these people could have been here for 20 years.
Yeah.
They could have been here for 20 years living a normal life and being under the radar and nobody thinks about anything. But when the moment comes, and
they're there.
There's some speculation that that Iran or Iran, however you say it, you know, is somehow sending messages, coding them somehow, put the word out and encrypting stuff, and there's been some stories done on that too, which I find, you know, interesting.
Then there was that shooting in Michigan as well yesterday.
Right.
I don't know if they were saying maybe that's terrorist related, possibly same thing.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, and then how many of these cells were even? How much of this has grown since the border was wide open for how long?
That would accelerate the problem, I would think, the more that you're allowing people in, unvetted and whatever. Yeah, I think that would exacerbate it. But a lot of these people have been here for years. I mean, the guy was in the Virginia National Guard, I believe, and had served there. So
well, look at Fort Hood.
Same thing.
Yeah.
You know, so multiculturalism, here you go. I mean, this is what you maybe get. This is maybe a side effect of it in some way.
About that.
And not on a broad scale, but certainly I think, you know, on a smaller scale, part of it, 10% of it maybe, you know.
724-438-4593, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. We are live streaming on our WMBS Facebook page. But did you say you went to the Housing Authority meeting?
Yeah.
What took you there? You wanted to go back in time.
I went to my first Fayette County Housing Authority meeting in years. Bev Bill is on the board, and she didn't know I was coming, but when I bump into her throughout the years, she's been on the board a long time. She was there when I was a reporter, and every time I would bump into her.
How long ago was that?
When I was a reporter, I left.
How long ago was that? Like, no. Like, Bev Bill is I've only met her.
Right.
Very friendly. I don't know anyone that doesn't like her. But, like, that's a little bit long to be on a board. How long ago was that?
Geez, I quit reporting in 2005 when I did editorial page editor. So it would be in the 1990s into 2000, 2003, 4, 5.
And this isn't just Bev Bill, believe me. I mean, you just said her name. But, like, how long should someone serve on that kind of board? In your opinion?
I don't know.
You don't have to, it doesn't have to be about Bev Bill.
No, it's not. I would say this. I think that a lot of it, as you probably know, because you've served on a lot of boards, right?
Yes.
I mean, not for that long, but I think a lot of it is that people don't want to
get on those boards.
I remember the commissioners would always put out a plea at the end of the year. Anybody that wants to be on a board, we have openings on this, and authorities, this. Anybody who's interested, please send a letter. And the clerk will get them and we'll look at them. And they would bring people in for interviews. A lot of the commissioners would tell me that very few people applied and wanted to be on these boards. So sometimes a person that was interested would walk away with 2 or 3 boards or authorities to be on, So I think a lot of it depends on the person's interest in that, and a lot of it depends on how seriously they take it. And if they're doing a good job, it's just like in politics.
What's a good job? What's a good job?
I think it's left up to the people to determine that are making the appointment.
And who are those people?
Well, the commissioners usually
Okay.
are making the appointments. So, a lot of times, I'm not defending it one way or the other, but I think that the whole board was replaced when I was covering the Housing Authority because of what was going on there, one at a time. But I think the commissioners at that point had good reason to do it.
I think another situation, another part of this, though, for me is, and I know this is not where we were going with this at all, but, where are these board positions advertised? Because we all know, again, I wish this was about anyone else but her because this has nothing to do with her. But we all know that most of the time those board seats are filled before they're advertised. We know this. I've been on boards and appointed to them. So the formality of advertising and encouraging, it's a formality to me. And that this is, and I got off so many boards because I thought, I felt myself just showing up to meetings. You know what I mean? I felt myself just kind of, at first I was so excited about it and I really put my all into it. But then I just became this board person and I felt like, I'm going to these meetings and I'm doing this and that. And it just felt like I felt like I wasn't serving the organizations that I was serving to, I don't know, I felt like it wasn't fair to the nonprofits and the authorities that I was on because I was just kind of going. And that was, I think the longest board I was on was 8 years. And I thought it's time to move on. And I thought whenever I got off of so many boards, I thought I just would need a little bit of time. And then the longer I'm off of them, I'm like, I would never serve again. And maybe not never, but I don't know. I think the county could do a better job at advertising. And look, the commissioners they can go to Facebook when they want to defend themselves, right? But let's go to Facebook and let's really promote these board positions when they're open. There's really good people in this county that can serve, young people. And I just think
in your experience though, on
old
these,
people
on these
too.
boards, but on these boards, for the most part, would you agree that the board is just sort of there, and they have a meeting or whatever, and then the executive director or whoever says this is the agenda, and most of them, yes, it's fine,
If it's an advisory board,
Yeah.
those are dumb.
I mean, that's all, they're just sort of there.
They're just sort of there,
but they don't really do anything. in terms
But
of setting policy.
authorities and boards can often
Authorities,
be
exactly, they're there.
different.
But what I will tell you is when I covered the Housing Authority Board, and to begin with, the meetings were 15 minutes long. They were all unanimous votes, and everything that they wanted to do out there was just rubber stamped, and adjourning the meeting and going to the country club for dinner. I mean, and that was paid out of the state housing program funds, which is poorly named, okay? And there was no dissension, there was nothing. And the problem that the commissioners had was that they had staggered the appointments. Every year you put a new person on a 5-person board, they get a 5-year term. And you can really, it's really hard to remove any of them after they've been appointed. So they did them sort of one at a time, and they put reformers on the board. And at that time, Bev Bill was one of the people who was put on the board to basically ask questions and make sure that things were done right and not be a rubber stamp. Angela Zimmerlin was another one. And they were two that were on there that oftentimes didn't go along with what was recommended and asked questions and did things like that. So, you know, I would think that if you were on the board and you were doing a good job and you had the credentials, that they would want to keep you there. I can't speak to it. I haven't covered that board.
And this is about all boards, right?
Sure. But I do think you're right that there's a tendency with a lot of them that the same people have been on them with no new blood, let's say.
And no new blood because
it becomes stagnant, and then the trust is there, and just like, okay, we're just going through the motions here, and let's get something done. But the Housing Authority Board, I think, is a pretty high focus one, a high profile at least, because they do a lot of stuff and handle a lot of money, and they are doing some things that, you know, I heard about yesterday that I wasn't aware of, the shift that had occurred. I learned a few things.
So what did you learn?
Well, they did a few things on Campbell Estates, which is the first time I've heard of it, because I don't cover it anymore, and nor does the Herald Standard, much to my chagrin. I wish that they did. I wish that the citizens knew about this. It'd be good to have somebody from the authority, the Housing Authority, come talk on your show sometime.
They're welcome
about
to.
what they're doing. That they're not reached, maybe they should consider. But they were talking about how they are redoing some housing in Connellsville. It's called Campbell Estates. And the shift that has occurred that was discussed was that in the old days, and that I'm dating myself here, but HUD would give you money to, you know, build new housing if you qualified for it, or to repair or renovate your things, right? And so they give you millions and millions of dollars to do that. The focus now has shifted, from what I learned, to they will give you like some money, but they want you to sort of partner with a private enterprise or a private business to build these things. Basically, you know, we're not going to give you all of the money. And in exchange for putting up that funding, the private business would get like tax credits that they can use for, you know, I'm guessing here 20, 30 years or something. After which I believe, and don't hold me to this because I didn't ask any specific questions, after which the Housing Authority would then have control of the property. But they would have a business benefit to putting the money up front and building the housing, and maybe they could collect some or all the rent money at that point until the tax credits expired, and then the Housing Authority would get the building. So it's no longer, as I walked away, HUD writing a blank check every year and saying, here's your millions of dollars, do what you got to do, put the new roofs on or do whatever. Now they probably get some of that money, but don't hold me to this because I haven't covered it like I used to, and I didn't really ask a whole lot of follow-up questions. I didn't feel the need to. But it was like, wow, it's different than the way it was back when I covered them. So the change has occurred, and there's more of a financial.
You guys brought up about advertising for things on these boards. Are there places like online or anywhere where, you know, when there is a position, is it advertised anywhere?
Website.
I think they put it on the county website.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's going there and looking around?
And they probably announce it at their meeting, but then again, who's going there and covering it?
Yeah.
You know.
And who's going to the meeting at 10 a.m.?
Most people can't.
And who's going to sit there, unless there's some kind of hot topic, if you will, that's going on and they know that they're meeting about it. And look, if that's the protocol, fine. But again, if the commissioners want to go to Facebook to defend themselves in local scandals, if you will, which, I mean, we were covering it too with the John Marietta crap. And I think it was good for them to do that and to stick up for themselves when lies or half-truths are being printed, but from fake reporters. But it's just as important to share that. Vince, share that, Scott. You know, share that, Dutch. Share that. That's community engagement. We want young blood. And and not because older people can't serve, but like, and at the same time, you know.
Be very careful here with what you say.
Yeah. People for me too, right? Like people of a particular age who are,
TJ, you get it?
I got it, yeah.
who are retired, they have more time, right? And it's easier to do that. But, I think it's important to have, because look, Bev Bill's been on that board for how long? Long time. What would you say just by looking? And we're only talking about the Housing Authority because Paul said he went to the meeting. So now, again, if you just are tuning in, I'm not going at the Housing Authority at all. In your mind, how old would the youngest person on that board be? Just by looking, Paul. I mean, 30s, 20s, 30s, 40s.
Oh, they have a tenant representative, which is required. And I would guess that they're probably in their 40s, the youngest person.
After the tenant representative.
40s and 50s probably, the youngest people. Demographic, that would be my guess. 50. I would say if I had to bet money, in their 50s and 60s, most of them.
Okay.
That's where it is most places, like church.
But if you look at the population of Fayette County, you're absolutely right. The demographic is baby boomers like me.
Yeah.
Are still the ones who stuck around, and we're the ones who remember the days when Laurel Hines graduated 500 kids, and a lot of them stayed around here. If you look at the graduating classes now, 100 in some of the schools, right? That used to be really big. So there's not as many young people around to do a whole lot of jobs, including probably serve on some of these.
And in other things too, like you see it in another group, like churches, all that. Most of the people are older that are doing, volunteering and things like that.
It'd be interesting to know the Fayette County's population, how they do, like how many are under the age of 18 and how many are 18 to 28 or whatever. But I would venture to say that most of them would be baby boomers who are in the later stages of being baby boomers.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying that I think that there needs to be, if the commissioners are using Facebook as a platform, which I think it's so important, and I've even said this to you in private, like whenever the commissioners were kind of starting to make some public statements about the whole Robert Burns stuff, which I'm like, finally, good, they need to start doing this. Like, we want to hear from them. They deserve that.
Right.
But so do we deserve the same then. If they're going to use that platform as a little bit of a PR, then share it. Because that'd be something even on the like, I'm not going every day to the Fayette County's website and be like, what boards can I tell people to get on? But I don't know. I just think it's important.
Well, the question then becomes, Kendall, how much are you obligated to do? And if you're interested in civic duty, I would think that you would say, so if somebody told you, hey, well, you go to the website and they have the boards that you could express an interest in. If you don't even have that much initiative to go to the Fayette County, Pennsylvania, there it is, right on your phone, and look and see, how much initiative would you have to serve on the board and put in the time, right?
It's true, maybe.
That's
and how do you get young people out in general to do this kind of stuff? Younger people. I mean, that could be another question. How do you get them motivated to do something like this?
Right. And if you have the time to do it.
Yeah, that's the other thing,
you have, if you're a younger person, maybe you have kids, and you got to take them to their activities after school.
Yeah.
And how active would you be on the board that would be required?
Well, and here's another thing, though. It makes a big difference when you have a meeting, a board or an authority meeting quarterly versus monthly, right? Quarterly is much more doable. Monthly it can turn people off because that is a commitment. And I happen to think there have been boards that I've been on where I'm like, can we vote to make this quarterly? To change these meetings, because like it gets to be redundant to meet and then some boards, the nonprofits, you can vote different ways. Like you don't have to be there, so like, I don't know. I just think if this one, the Housing Authority, for example, it's quarterly. That's so doable.
I think they meet every month.
Quarterly meetings, monthly meetings, and then quarterly meetings. What's the difference?
I don't know. They may have quarterly. They may have certain things that they discuss quarterly, but they do meet monthly, I believe, still.
They do, and they meet quarterly as well, which is
maybe as needed, or maybe that's a special HUD thing that they have. They discuss certain things during the quarterly meetings. I don't know. They met every month when I covered them, and then they had the annual meeting at December to reorganize for the next year. So the quarterly meetings, don't ask me what they mean because I don't know.
And our number is 724-438-4593, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. We'll take a break and be back with more Hot Topics right after this.
It's spring, the season for prom, weddings, and the spring sale at Pat's Bridal Salon in Connellsville with bridal gowns at just $99. Assorted prom gowns are $99 and up, and discontinued groups of bridesmaids gowns just $59. Is there a special occasion in your future? Pat has racks of gowns in assorted styles and colors, ranging from size 4 and up. So hurry in for the best selection. Shop Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5, Saturday until 2. Pat's Bridal Boutique, West Crawford Avenue in Connellsville.
Looking for a fireplace? Koval Building Supply at 40 Monroe Avenue in Uniontown is more than your plumbing supply store. We specialize in fireplaces of all fuel types, such as gas, wood, pellet, and electric. We're now featuring Harmon pellet stoves from Forge and Flame, perfect for keeping your family warm and cozy. Call Koval today at 724-437-8824 or visit kovalsupply.com to start planning for the winter season. Koval Building Supply, everything you need to make your house feel like home.
Here's big news for local golfers. The Uniontown Country Club is now the South Union Township Municipal Golf Course. Recently purchased by South Union Township, this investment ensures the course stays open, well-maintained, and ready to be enjoyed by residents and visitors alike for generations to come. And here's the best part. This is your course. South Union residents receive exclusive resident pricing, including preferred tee times, discounted memberships, reduced green fees, and 10% savings. Make 2026 the year you elevate your game. Stop by the Pro Shop at 25 Bailey Lane in Uniontown to secure your membership today. Open play, great rates, and a course you'll love. Now proudly the South Union Township Municipal Golf Course, formerly the Uniontown Country Club. Don't miss your tee time. Join today.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette's Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
When it's sweltering outside, you'll be cool inside with central air conditioning from Bryant, the people that know cool. And it's easy to have a central air conditioning system installed in your home. Simply call on your Bryant dealer, Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, located near the Laurel Mall on Route 119, north of Uniontown. The phone number is 439-2323. Let Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning rescue you from the sticky, humid summer weather. Remember that number for Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, 439-2323.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
It's Dominic Carbone with Jessica Caringla with your 7-time President Award-winning Ford of Uniontown. Truck Month is on the horizon, and we're kicking this thing off with a bang. Running all the way to the end of March, and we're talking massive savings.
How massive?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Take up to $8,000 off select F-150s or $6,000 off with interest rates at 2.9 for 60 months, 3.9 for 72, and only 4.9 for 84 months.
And that's not all. We got deals on Super Duties, Mavericks, and Rangers. Just stop, click, or call for details. Here at Ford of Uniontown, our commitment is to make sure you have the best experience, not only buying a vehicle, but getting it serviced as well. That's why we offer online maintenance appointments and free pickup and delivery.
Your truck knows, shouldn't you? That's Ford of Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee. 724-425-5980 or FordofUniontown.com.
Price excludes taxes and transfer fees, must finance with Ford credit, and not all buyers will qualify.
WMBS.
All right, back on Hot Topics with Kendall, Paul, and TJ here today. Our phone number is 724-438-4593, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line.
Give us a call and tell us if the daylight savings time has affected you at all.
Are you guys for or against that, actually?
I'm still a fan of keeping it the way that it is.
So no switching the time.
No, I like switching the time.
Oh, you like
I
switching the time.
changes.
Okay. How
Even
come?
when I think it gives us something to look forward to. Like it's look at the temperature outside right now. It's not springy. right? It feels wintry, well, nice wintry, but it's the time change that puts a little pep in our step.
You like the daylight longer? When it's daylight
I like
longer? Both. So
and I like in the winter when it gets darker earlier and, it's kind of muggy and cold and snowy out there. So, like, why do I want it bright longer? And I think it causes me to feel like, it's like a little cozier. And so I like it. I like changing. I mean, I like the seasonal changes. I like it all. Even when I don't.
No. I don't know. Someone asked me that too, and I don't know if I really have a preference. And I never really thought of it because we're just so used to doing it all the time. How do you like it, Paul, the changing? Or?
It's been this way since I was a kid, so I don't see the need to change it, basically. I think once it's like anything else, once you would change it, then you have people bitching about, why did you change this? I liked it better before.
Yep.
So they're for it now. I'm for this. Change. We want change. Change it back. It's
it would just open up a whole new can of worms.
It's human nature, right? I think there are bigger things to worry about or discuss than, I mean, not just on the show, but just people who have this thing about daylight savings time. I think once it would change, you would see a lot of people who thought it would be okay to try it for different reasons. My kids are getting up, too early. It's dark outside, and I didn't know this was going to be an effect of this, and change it back. So
there's a group of people that want that.
Exactly.
Want it the way that it just was.
Right.
The way we switched to in November, they want it that way all of the time.
All year long. So.
And when you bring kids in it,
right,
and you're voting,
but what they should maybe do is try it on a trial basis, just for.
Oh, come on, that would be insane.
And see if people liked it.
Paul, no. Can you imagine?
I'm just saying.
A trial for how long?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We do a trial though.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Go back.
60 days, something like that.
In November, then in March. There's a trial. Which way you like it better?
Well, the daylight does increase though by day naturally.
Yeah.
Right? The days get longer. Shorter. So there's that factor that it could be an hour or whatever of daylight that you gradually gain or lose, and that could be a factor too. I think it'd be this dark outside, in the morning or in the evening if we made this change.
So I like it lighter in the morning. I'm not a fan of it being still dark in the morning. So I don't know, but with kids, I mean, like it's lighter later, so they want to be outside more. So I don't know. I guess I really don't have a preference.
That's why I think it's good to have a little bit of both.
Yeah. I guess I fall on that side then.
There you go.
724-438-4593, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. Let us know what you think about daylight savings time. What about fish fries? Are you a fish fry guy?
I like fish, yeah.
Do you have a favorite local fish fry?
Not really.
TJ?
I don't. I could eat a fish sandwich year round.
Really?
I love fish sandwiches. Usually on Fridays for us, we'll go. Well, not a fish fry, but we'll pick different places and try to get something from, a different place every week. But yeah, fish fries are good.
Okay.
But I could eat a fish sandwich or fish any time of the year. It doesn't just need to be Lent.
I've never been to the West Licensing one, but I understand it's very like tippy top. And so I'm going to try something from there later.
Do you get something every Friday in a fish fry? No.
No. I don't have a lunch break like that.
Okay.
Well, on Fridays I'm here.
Yeah.
So no, I don't. But like I know people that do.
Yeah.
They'll try new fish fry every week, and it's a great local thing. Like my friend Charlotte she's from here. She lives in like the Baltimore D.C. area, and she was searching for local fish fries and I said you should start like a Pittsburgh fish fry. Fish fry. I mean, think all the people that would go to that, because she said she ran into someone that was from this area, and this person said to her, "Hey, do you know of any local fish fries around?" It's like tradition here.
It is. They're huge.
Yeah,
they're
huge.
everywhere.
And they're a great moneymaker for.
They are. It helps the churches or fire departments or whatever. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of, did you see that article about the South Connersville? The mayor of South Connersville, Greg Lincoln. I thought he was just the mayor of Connersville.
What's his Will Trout.
This is weird. This is like not what I asked. Okay, wait. South Connersville says, forget that, Mayor. Shout out to Mayor Lincoln. We really missed him at the telethon, which was a huge success. Shout out to Connersville. I mean, they raised over 60. Okay, their goal was $60,000. They raised over $67,000. they couldn't have done a better job. They always do a better job. It's such a nice community that benefits the Connellsville Area Community Ministries. And so once we come back from these two calls, I'm going to correct. It was not Mayor Lincoln. It's Chris Wiltrout, like you said, TJ. All right.
All right, we can take our first call. Good afternoon. You're on Hot Topics. Who are we speaking to?
TJ.
Ronald.
Kendall. Oh, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Hey, we've got a killer fish fry down here in South Brownsville. Come on down, check it out. It's really, really good. And I heard you talking about fish fries. Ask for the cream cheese French fries. They're out of this world.
Cream cheese fries.
What are they?
They're like a sour cream and onion flavored French fry, and we can't keep them in stock. I mean,
Never heard of that. Something new.
They're really, really good. Yeah. If they wouldn't be so cold when I got them to you on Tuesday, I'd bring you some. But of course,
we're going to be on the air today until what, 3? We'll be here.
Yeah, I'll be here till 4. You can swing by today with them, Ronald.
Yeah, but anyway, the South Connellsville thing, that's it's a mess over there. But I guess they're reinstated for now. So
I mean, you're a firefighter, Ron. Obviously, what do you think on that whole situation?
Well, you're under the control of your local government, whatever it is. You're independent to a certain extent, but they can shut you down anytime all they need is a vote of their borough council or township supervisors, and that's it. They can shut you down. So I don't know what all the circumstances are. I'm not gonna speak on things I'm not really up on, but every town needs fire protection. So. And time is of the essence. So
right. So
I'll just leave.
Right, but when it comes to I think from what I had read earlier in the week, it seemed as if the training was a concern, and they didn't want the firefighters to go out not properly trained.
That could be.
But then I'm wondering now. So they didn't vote to do what they were initially saying. So is that because the public? The turnout at the borough council meeting. So did those?
It may have.
So that's my thing. So then the public pressure changes something, in theory.
Yeah.
So then was it even a concern in the first place? So now
people do have a voice. So I know that there's been some issues over the years with different things between the council and the fire department. But I don't want to speak out of turn. But I do know there's been some issues. I think they're mostly political, but that's the chance. That's what you have to deal with when you're in a volunteer organization. That's overseen by municipal government. So we have 2 fire departments in Brownsville. If they say merge tomorrow, guess what? We have to merge. So.
The mayor of the South Connellsville said, I work for the community, and who am I to go against their wishes? So then it wasn't about the safety of the fire department when they're fighting fires, or their inability to be properly trained, whether it's for money or hours. I don't know. I know that's been a change too. But so then it was totally political, because here's the thing: if I'm making a decision, well, even if the public's mad, I have to go with what's right, right? So what was right all along?
Yeah, well, it's
kind of like the school districts.
Okay, well,
same thing.
Ron, we're so happy you gave us a call.
Well,
Ron, real quick, go ahead and plug your event for kidney disease awareness.
Oh, kidneys in Killarney. St. Patrick's Day, Story Square, 3 to 5. All things Irish. Stop by. Donation to the National Kidney Foundation. Always good to see for you guys, talk to you. So I'll let you get your next call.
Take care.
Take care, Ron. Bye-bye. Okay, another call. Good afternoon. You're on Hot Topics. Who are we speaking to?
You're speaking with Mark from Republic.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I just poured myself a glass of red because I just got back from the Hill Volunteer Fire Company fish fry.
Okay.
How was it?
Oh, fine. Had it with cheese, put some pickles on it, ranch dressing. It was really good. Yeah.
That's great.
But, there was a time, there used to be a lot more fish fries around here. There was a time I didn't have to leave Republic because they had their own volunteer fire company, but they didn't have enough people working at it, so they closed up. Then I went to the Tower Hill 2 volunteer fire company. They had a fish fry for a number of years, for about 10 years. I went there, and then finally, they didn't have enough people either. And they stopped having the fish fry. So I went all the way down to Laybell, and they had a nice fish fry, really terrific halushki. Plus the fact they had a nice bar back there. You can have a couple of beers to wash the fish and the halushki down. I think I like that. But I used to go back there, and then finally they closed up. Well, I heard that Hiller had one, so I go there now. Unfortunately, Brownsville's a little further down the road. It's a little further for me to drive, But yeah, I can't get past the Hiller Volunteer Fire Company's fish fry. I could go to Ron Barry's.
I've heard that one's good.
Yeah, that's the one I go to. They have a lot of people there.
Is that static on the line I hear? Is that TJ's stomach growling when you're talking about this?
Could be my cell phone. Could be my cell phone.
TJ's stomach.
It might be. Okay, Mark, thanks for your call. We'll talk to you again.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, one more call, then we'll take a break. How about that? Hi, you're on Hot Topics. Who are we speaking with?
You got Paul. Hi, guys. Hey, I just wanted to let you know that I went to that Fresh Ice Ring last week, and it was excellent. Of course, everything, when it comes to food, everything's good for me, but it was really set up good. They have a good system. They're fast. They don't fool around. And it's really good portions and excellent. And really good setup. And I just wanted to throw a little thing in. I listened to your radio yesterday, and I heard about the shooting down there and stabbing down there at Old Dominion. And my grandson's at Old Dominion, and he's in ROTC, naval, and he's graduating here in May. And I sent him a text right away, and I said, "Are you okay?" And he said, "How did you hear?" And I said, "The radio." Because, these young guys, they don't listen to the radio like us old timers. And so then he told me, he said, "Well, let's keep this between me and you because I don't want to upset my mom because she's out of the country on vacation." So we kept it that way, but I'm sure she knows now. I'm sure she's heard.
Yeah.
Well, glad he's doing okay.
But I'm just glad he wasn't in that room because he has classes in that room.
Oh, my God.
Crazy. Well, I'm glad he's doing okay.
That has to shake you up a bit.
Yeah, and as soon as I heard you on the radio, I stopped my bus. I stopped my bus, and I had to text him right away. But everything was good, so...
Thank God. Yes, thank God.
Hey, thank you, guys.
Take care.
Take care, Paul. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, we'll take a break. 724-438-4593, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. We'll come back and wrap up hour one of Hot Topics right after this.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
Ready to score big on your next home? Well, great news. Huge savings are waiting for you at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. From open floor plans perfect for game day parties to energy-efficient homes that will help you save money all season long, these homes are built to deliver. Don't wait on the sidelines. Make the winning play today and find the home that fits your family and lifestyle. Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon at 4500 Route 51. When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more tthan a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the better business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Feeling lucky? Your next big jackpot is waiting for you. Visit the casino at Nemacolin in Farmington, PA for the ultimate casino experience featuring the hottest table games, daily promotions, big-time giveaways, and an exciting variety of premium slots. And after, celebrate your big win with a juicy burger at the Royale while you watch the big game. Hotel packages available. Visit CasinoNemacolin.com for more information. The Casino at Nemacolin. Game on. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi everyone, this is Kelly Clark with Autoland Hyundai in downtown Uniontown. 724-208-5281. What makes buying your next vehicle for me worthwhile? I make it a very easy 5-step process. You look, you shop, you ask, you decide. And I listen. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai, 724-208-5281. 724-208-5281. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai. I'll make you a good deal.
Having Hicks and Buzz Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller gladly answer healthcare questions and take care of your prescription needs. Hicks and Buzz also offers free prescription delivery, mail-out service for snowbirds, and dependable courteous service, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Hicks and Buzz Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street, phone 724-437-2828. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday at Hicks and Buzz Drugstore of Uniontown.
WNBS.
All right, back on Hot Topics. About 2 minutes here to go in hour one, but we have a whole other hour ahead here with Kendall, Paul, and myself today. And we're going to have a lot to talk about. You want to do a teaser for the second hour, Paul?
I wanted to, for the second hour, I wanted to also talk about Charity Grim Krupa, the state rep, and appropriations hearing with the president of Penn State. She asked some very pointed questions about, their presence or the lack of presence in Fayette County. I think she made a couple really good points, and I'd like to expand on that a little bit with some of my own thoughts.
And then we're going to have a guest, a junior high student who is doing a project that benefits senior veterans. And I think it's going to be really nice. And we'll give him a chance to say how he came up with this idea and give information on how to contribute if you want. So 724-438-4593, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. When does March Madness start?
The Selection Sunday is this Sunday. So the tournament will start next week.
So when do you have to make your bracket by?
By Thursday.
Next Thursday. This is coming.
Coming Thursday. Well, they'll have those play-in games on Tuesday or Wednesday, but the actual real tournament will start Thursday.
So if you have a bracket, you have to have it turned in.
By Thursday at probably noon or 1, whenever the games start, yeah. But they will pick all the teams on Sunday. Do you guys do brackets?
Oh, yeah.
I have in the past whenever I
big
had
bracket
access to them,
person.
but not in a while.
But I don't know anything about it except for when I have to turn my bracket in, and that's when I get really...
How do you pick your teams then, Kendall? Or randomly?
I've won before.
But I mean, go ahead.
Which college town I'd rather go to? Which coach is better looking?
Do you do mascots?
Never did that.
No mascots?
No.
Okay.
And obviously I look at their rankings, right? And that does come into a little bit, and I know there's upsets, but yeah, I like it.
Everyone does a bracket, I feel. It's a fun time.
Are you going to do one this year?
If I can get my hands on one, probably.
Just go online.
There's so many apps, too.
I used to just pick them based on, Duke, Syracuse, Michigan State, with the coaches that always seem to find a way to make it to the Final Four or whatever. I see that you're writing on Facebook about Pitt, the basketball. You're a big Pitt basketball fan.
Yeah, we can talk more about that in the second hour. This is WMBS Uniontown at 2 o'clock.
Regional reporting.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. The U.S. military now says all 6 crew members were killed when a refueling plane crashed in Iraq. More from CBS's Michael Wallace.
Iran claims it shot the KC-135 down, but the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Kane, says no hostile fire was involved.
Our service members make an incredible sacrifice to go forward and do the things that the nation asks of them.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says Iran's air defenses have been decimated.
Their missile volume is down 90%. Their one-way attack drones yesterday, down 95%.
He says Iran's new supreme leader is wounded and likely disfigured. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says today will be the most intense yet for strikes on Iran. CBS's Charlie D'Agata in Tel Aviv.
It means that they're dropping more stuff in those areas, in specific areas where they think the launch parts or launch pads are. And I can tell you, over the past 24 hours here, we're used to getting air raid sirens. We're used to getting texts. We have been getting a couple of those, but way down from what we've seen in the past sort of 24, 48 hours.
The U.S. has lifted sanctions on Russian oil to help bring gas prices down, but analysts warn that it will only provide temporary relief at the pump. AAA pegs the national average at $3.63 a gallon, up 69 cents from a month ago. Gas Buddy's Patrick DeHaan says diesel prices have jumped more than $1 a gallon in recent weeks.
Every day right now, 20 million barrels of oil is being blocked in the Strait of Hormuz. We've never seen this large of a kink in the global supply and demand balance.
CBS News has learned that the suspect, a Lebanese-born U.S. citizen who died after ramming a truck into Temple, Israel and West Bloomfield, Michigan yesterday, had lost family in a recent airstrike in Lebanon. The FBI says yesterday's incident in Michigan was a targeted act of violence against the Jewish community. Governor Gretchen Whitmer calls it.
Yesterday's attack was anti-Semitism. It was hate, plain and simple. We will fight this ancient and rampant evil. We will stand together as we do it, and we will call it out.
The American College of Cardiology and 10 other leading medical associations have issued an updated guideline for the management of cholesterol, triglycerides, and other lipids and lipoproteins in the blood. Dr. Carl Oranger of the Naples Comprehensive Health System in Florida.
In the previous guideline, we had previously recommended that if a person has an LDL cholesterol of less than 70, they are at a satisfactory risk level to prevent future heart attacks. But now we've even lowered that further.
Stocks are down on Wall Street. This is CBS News.
Every Sunday, moderator Margaret Brennan goes face-to-face with top leaders to make you better informed. Face the Nation, Sunday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Tune in to WMBS Saturday mornings at 8:20 for Your Financial Future with Gary Boatman, certified financial planner, investment advisory representative, syndicated columnist, and author, as he addresses such income issues as planning for retirement, future health care expenses, avoiding financial pitfalls, and much more. That's Your Financial Future with Gary Boatman, Saturday mornings at 8:20 right here on WMBS, where Gary Boatman welcomes your calls at 724-243-3075. That's 724-243-3075.
At Davis & Davis, we understand that facing legal challenges can be overwhelming. That's why we are here to guide you along the way. This is Attorney Jim Davis. With over 45 years of experience, our team is dedicated to fighting for your rights and making sure you get the maximum amount of money that you deserve. The best part is you won't pay us a penny until we win your case, and we will win your case. If you are hurt, injured, or need help with workers' compensation, call us today for a free consultation. Call 724-437-2799 and get the protection that you deserve.
There's undead creatures and sinister witchcraft. It was a big year for horror at the movies, and that may translate into Oscar Gold Sunday night at the Academy Awards. CBS's Matt Wolf.
The Oscars aren't supposed to be this scary, but here we are.
Principal Miller and Gladys.
There's Amy Madigan with a standout performance in Weapons, up for Best Supporting Actress.
I created death.
Yikes, and how about Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, up for 9 awards, including Best Picture and Best Supporting Actor for Jacob Elordi.
Be careful, I will.
A little supernatural film called Sinners could get Michael B. Jordan his first Oscar. Sinners also nominated for a record-breaking 16 Academy Awards. Matt Wolf, CBS News.
Southwest Airlines says the last day of service to, from, or through Chicago's O'Hare Airport will be June 3rd. The airline did not give a reason. The same changes apply to Washington Dulles Airport in Virginia. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
The award-winning local district and statewide news is being brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation, a leading provider of preventative and rehabilitative services to promote physical wellness for patients of all ages and abilities. In your neighborhood with new state-of-the-art facilities on 104 Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Call 724-437-0556 for NovaCare. And now to the news. And good afternoon. It's 2:05. It is sunny and windy and 54 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Voted Fayette County's best law firm 2025. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano. Sports and weather will follow the news. Observer Reporter says that there may be a potential buyer for the City Mission thrift store in Monongahela, which is set to close tomorrow due to financial struggles. Representatives from Monongahela Heritage Church have been in talks with the Monongahela Main Street program about buying the building and starting a nonprofit thrift store called Monongahela Community Thrift to keep affordable goods available and support those in need. Church leaders are fundraising and negotiating a purchase price with City Mission, which owns the building and is open to selling it. Local officials say that they support having an active tenant in the downtown space to maintain foot traffic and community vitality. PennDOT is looking to get feedback from the public on a proposed autonomous shuttle system for Pittsburgh International Airport. The driverless vehicles would be used to transport travelers from airport parking to the new landside terminal and amenities in the area. The shuttles would run on their own dedicated guideway. Public commenting is opening this Sunday through the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania webpage. The lawsuit over a solar farm ordinance in East Huntington Township has been resolved through a settlement between the township and an Erie-based developer. The company had challenged the 2024 ordinance, arguing it effectively bans solar farms. Under the agreement, the township will revise the ordinance to allow solar projects under certain conditions, and the developer will withdraw the lawsuit. Township officials said the deal ends the legal dispute while still giving the municipality authority to regulate future solar development. Parasitic infections are more common in the U.S. than you might think. Here's more from Tammy Trujillo.
For instance, the CDC says 60 million Americans are infected with Toxoplasma gondii, a chronic infection often picked up from undercooked meat or cat feces. Parasites like hookworms are prevalent in some high-poverty areas like the rural South from contact with infected soil. Other parasites are spread through drinking contaminated water, poor hand hygiene, and traveling to areas where these vermin are more common. If you have digestive symptoms, unexplained weight loss, fatigue, or skin problems, it's recommended you see a doctor. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
WMBS time is 2:08. We'll check sports and weather after this.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
In sports, spring training baseball tonight. The Pirates, they'll play the Detroit Tigers in Lakeland. We'll have the game on WMBS. The pregame will be at 6 with the first pitch at 6:05. The Bucks are 13-6 in exhibition play. Penguins, they'll continue their road trip tomorrow night when they visit the Utah Mammoth. The Pens are 32-18-15. They've lost 2 in a row and 5 out of the last 6. We'll have the game tomorrow night starting with the pregame at 9 and face-off will be at 10. College basketball, Duquesne, they will take on VCU in the A10 tournament tonight. Quarterfinals, it'll be at 5 o'clock at PPG Paints Arena. We'll see sunshine and windy conditions this afternoon. The high will be near 60. The wind advisory goes until midnight. Partly cloudy tonight will drop to 35, and partly cloudy both tomorrow and Sunday, 51 tomorrow and warmer on Sunday at 67. Right now it is sunny and 54 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios at 2:10 on this Friday afternoon. I'm TJ DeStefano. Up next, hour 2 of Hot Topics with Kendall, Paul, and me here on WMBS. The award-winning local district and statewide news has been brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation, now offering telehealth and home-based care as well. Located on 104 Delaware Avenue in Uniontown, call 724-437-0556 for NovaCare.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
It's a celebration at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. Join us at their home center on Route 51 next Saturday, March 21st from noon to 4 as they celebrate 70 years of building amazing homes. Tour the new models on site, featuring spacious kitchens, luxury spa bathrooms, and modern appliances. Plus, the WMBS radio team will be broadcasting live from noon to 2, and you can give the famous prize wheel a spin. And don't miss Clayton Homes' tax return special running through the end of April. Find the home that's perfect for you next Saturday at 4500 PA 51 in Bell Vernon. For more details, visit ClaytonHomesBellVernon.com or call 724-930-2315.
Is that a bird I hear? I think it's spring. We have to get the junk out of the garage. I need a shed, but a cool shed, yeah. Maybe a she shed or an office shed.
I know just the place where you can find the perfect shed. It's Ultimate Structures on Route 51 in Perry Township.
Well, that's good because I need to see them for myself.
See large and small sheds, office sheds, animal shelters, recreational cabins, garages. It's unbelievable. Right in Bell Vernon. Visit the Mega Lot at Ultimate Structures. Order right now and you'll get our 12% spring discount on all new shed orders.
I'm Googling Ultimate Structures Bell Vernon. Okay, they're just outside Perryopolis. There's a website and a Facebook page, plus that 12% discount right now.
Ultimate Structures is the only independent dealer representing JDM Structures in Pennsylvania. Stop in. We design what you desire.
Zen's Antiques and Home Decor, part of the Cinder Shack family of vendors, where you can find both antique and new furniture, collectibles, housewares, gift items, including jewelry and candles, and so much more. Follow Zen's Antiques and Home Decor on Facebook for new items and information on upcoming events. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor in Building 2 at 3391 National Pike in Farmington. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility combined with our personalized approach is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
And welcome back for hour 2 of Hot Topics with Kendall, Paul, and me, TJ. Our phone number is 724-438-4593. That's the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. And we are brought to you by
A&R Roofing and Remodeling, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, Hicks & Buzz Drugstore, and Gary's Auto Sales. 724-438-4593, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. We are open conversation, but we, Paul did a little teaser about something he wants to discuss on the first half, and now we are back. But before, after Paul, I should say, we're going to have a guest on to share some some nice community service.
That's always good to hear.
That's great. But yeah, take your time.
No, I saw on Facebook where Charity Graham Krupa had posted. She's on the House Appropriations Committee. So when you're on that committee, then everybody who wants money comes, and all the state departments come, Treasury and Attorney General. They all come. It's a pretty important committee, and they all say about take questions and why they want the money, why they need more money, what they want to spend money for. And of course, the higher education people come too. So that would be like your Pitt, Temple, Penn State. They all come and they take questions, and they all, of course, are asking for more state subsidy. Penn State is not a state school. They're what they call state affiliated, but they're not like Cal U or Edinburgh. Those are state operated, okay? So Charity asked the president of Penn State some questions that I thought were pretty good about why they closed Commonwealth campuses, including Penn State Fayette. She said that they're lifelines for working class students and economic anchors for rural communities. Penn State's shutting them down, meaning Fayette was one of, I think, 7 that they're shutting down across Pennsylvania. And they are asking taxpayers this year for $394.4 million in state funding, which is more than 50. Penn State is asking for a bigger state subsidy. They want $394.4 million this year, and that's a $58 million increase over last year. So they want $58 more million while they're closing down 7 campuses, including Fayette, okay? And I give her credit once again.
So this is after the raise of the...
Right. And she also mentioned that the university has approved $700 million for a stadium renovation, tens of millions to buy out the football coach, 7-figure salary for its president. I mean, and so she asked a simple question of the representatives from Penn State that were there, whether Penn State would even maintain its nursing program in Fayette County where there's a shortage of healthcare workers, and the president refused to give a direct answer. I assume that's the president of Penn State, the actual person with the 7-figure salary. And so she basically said if Penn State wants hundreds of millions of dollars of taxpayer dollars, it owes the people of Pennsylvania answers, and especially when rural communities are being left behind. And I give her credit for that because we had a little discussion about this during the break. Penn State Fayette campus at one time was in the Ella Peach building, which is across from the Herald Standard where I worked. And it was a place that you could go and get, take credits and that sort of thing. And then
Where was this?
Huh?
Where was this?
Yeah, it's called the Ella Peach building. I only know that because Buzz Story was the editor at that time, and he was a historian.
Okay, but where is it?
Right across from the Herald Standard. The Uniontown School District had its
at Central School
administrative offices in there.
Neubauer's own it now. Steve owns it now.
Is that who has it now?
Yeah, is that the one?
Yeah, that's the big building across from the Herald Standard.
Okay, so then it went from Penn State to the Central.
No, Penn State. It was there in that building, and then they moved it out to Fayette campus where we know it to be.
Before it became Central School, that was what I'm asking.
Yes, before it became
okay,
Central School.
Got it.
You're calling it Central School. I don't remember it as that because I didn't go to Uniontown, but it's that building, okay? So, my thing was, why can't they have at least downsized, right, their presence if you don't have a big enrollment, programs like Charity's talking about nursing, where you do have a robust enrollment, where that would be training for the jobs of the future, right? Who wants to go into journalism now? I sure wouldn't, because where would you work? I mean, back when I was in school, you could get a job. So, the engineering, why can't we keep a couple of these programs or a few of them and just go to a smaller footprint instead of just saying we're backing out of the community completely? So I give her credit for, bringing that up and putting them on the spot and asking that question, even if it's a rhetorical one. And I think that that's something that, there should be an effort for Penn State to say, maybe rethink this. I would hope that they will. They probably won't. But they are turning their backs on rural communities. I went to Fayette campus. I have friends who went to Fayette campus. That's where we could afford to go. My best friend and I both graduated from German Township High School. We both worked at the mall while we went to Fayette campus. I worked at the GB Furniture Store. My friend worked at Sears in the auto department. Okay. And we worked, and we were able to get...
I'm glad I asked.
Why?
Well, because I don't do these unless I ask of you.
Okay.
No, listen, Paul has a brother. He said something about a brother, and I said, I didn't know you had a brother. He said, you never asked.
Never asked.
I didn't know either until you just said that.
So anyway, there was not just us. There's how many people I know from the Herald Standard that went to Fayette campus.
I graduated from there.
Same as me, and it was an opportunity in an area that is impoverished. We have to agree that, and still is not great. Okay. In terms of all the metrics that you use. And I think Penn State has basically turned its back on a kid like me. The
I
kid today
graduated from there.
and you and a whole lot of other people. And I think that it's important for people to ask that question and to hold them accountable and to shake their head about.
How do you think I got this job at the station without that degree?
Right. How could I have done what I did? That education was priceless in terms of giving me the tools that I needed to maximize my talents and abilities and whatever. And a lot of other people in a lot of other fields. Now, I realize that you maybe can't have all these programs out there if there's only 10 kids in a certain major. Maybe you can't have that major anymore. I understand that. But for something like nursing, where there's plenty need and there's plenty projected need, why couldn't you have worked something out? So I give charity
Especially
credit.
when they're closing campuses or they're keeping branches open that had lower enrollment than Fayette.
That was all political decisions. You know that. You talked about it earlier on the show and throughout the years that I've talked on the radio. It's a matter of we got to get rid of 7. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who's it going to be? And
there wasn't enough political clout in Harrisburg.
I don't think
from
that there
Fayette?
was. No, and I've said this before on the air, and I'll say it again. I do believe that if Fred Lebder were still the big wig that he was in the Democratic Party, and Bob Eberly, who's a big financier of Fayette campus and Penn State, a big beneficiary financially, and who also was a Republican, if those two guys were still around, I don't think you would have seen Fayette campus
Is it
close.
more because of Lebder or more because of the deep pockets of Eberly?
I think it's both. But I think they both had what you call clout, politically on the one hand and financially on the other. So when you're the guy who's giving $10 million or whatever it may have been to Penn State to name a certain school up there, and I do think he did that there. He did it at West Virginia as well. I mean, you're going to come to this guy and say, no, we're taking your campus away. It's named after you, but we're taking it away. I don't think it would have been quite as easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they could have found a way to at least maintain a presence in these communities, not just Fayette County, but the other 6, right?
Mhm.
They could have found a way to at least maintain a presence and have a little bit of a lifeline for kids like me.
Especially when they're not even being humble about it now. Like the money situation.
No.
They're just asking for more.
Right. And I could envision this. I can envision getting my alumni magazine and seeing, promotion of all that they're doing to help. Here we have first generation students from wherever, or we have this many international students that are coming here, and they'll plaster you with that, right, to show you what a great job they're doing, uplifting people.
No offense. I don't really personally care how many international students
I don't
have.
either,
It's
but
Penn
they-
State University.
But they will
Why is
trumpet
that my concern?
But they will trumpet that as a major accomplishment and look at the good that we're doing at the same time.
The good?
They're turning their backs on people like
Yeah.
in Fayette County who
Yeah.
are actually in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. That's crazy. And anybody who's like, don't you want to see the international kids come up? Yeah, great. But that's not something I care about. I mean, it's nice to see, but it certainly does not trump anything that they've done.
The question I have, who should come first? Who should come first?
We
should come first. Because
before Pennsylvania students, residents should come before anything when it comes to Penn State University.
That's what I agree too.
And then you want
Me
to
too.
go out into the rest of the nation, fine. And then
Yeah.
you want to go over across the big ocean, that's fine too.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to hear it. But you know what? These people are I can't even say it. Today is not the day. I
Yes.
think I don't want to lose any friends or make any waves because this would be the day. And I think you agree for me?
Mm-hmm.
Probably best.
Yes, best
Yeah.
to
I
peel
agree
back a little
too.
bit and sleep on it. You know what I mean? Sleep on it. Right, I can't see TJ from here. That's part of the issue. But
we
hey,
can't-
how you
yeah.
doing? Bud?
I saw you in the first hour, and second
we
hour I
gotta
don't
split
see
it up,
you.
right? There's some changes around here. But anyway, I do think that it should start, and that's not being xenophobic or anything like that. That's just
No.
saying, if you're Penn State University and people who actually live in Penn, and my friends, by the way, who went to other campuses, my closest friends from college went to other
Branches.
campuses like me.
Yeah.
That's maybe why we became friends. We could bond over that. We had
Sure.
a similar experience. They feel the same way about these closures in their areas.
Mhm.
They feel that the university that we attended has turned their back on us and people like us. And we want to see that same path exist for kids today who are in the same boat that I was in and that you were in and that other people were in. It's a great education, it's cost effective, and you're taking that option away from people, and I think it sucks.
I do too.
I agree, yeah. And then this is going to happen about a year from now, the spring of 2027.
Right.
Yeah.
What about the
We have a call.
Okay,
We'll take the call
we'll take the
first?
call,
Okay.
yeah.
Hold that thought, Kendall.
All right.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Good afternoon. You're on Hot Topics. Who are we speaking to?
Good afternoon. My name is John. I'm a former resident of Fayette County, now living in Maryland.
Hi, John. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm listening through TuneIn
Yeah.
to WMBS from Maryland, and I caught you on a good day because I used to serve on the advisory board of Penn State Fayette for a number of years, and during that time we had as many as over 1,100 students at Penn State Fayette. And I was there 2 years ago, and they were down to 435.
Yep.
So, number one, I would contend that the community is not supporting Penn State. And also, ask the county commissioners how much money have they put into Penn State compared to other counties around us. It's always been a problem. We always had to, like, pulling teeth to get $100,000 from the county commissioners. Are they still giving it? I don't know. I haven't heard about it lately. But I think before you criticize Penn State, who I am a graduate, and my wife is a graduate, by the way, too, and we're up until about 6 years ago lifelong residents of Penn State, of Pennsylvania and Fayette County. And I would say that there has to be some community input, too. The Eberly certainly put a lot of money into Penn State and other universities. They were interested in education, as were other people in the area. But I think the community let Penn State down. There were certainly probably other places they could choose to go that were cheaper because the state did not support Penn State enough to allow us to lower tuition. So there's a lot of blame to go around. But
How do you think the community could have better supported Penn State? Fayette.
First of all, by the county government putting more money in support for it.
The county government doesn't have any money.
Well, that's a problem they should solve because the number one issue in the county when I was a resident, and I served on the school board for several terms, everybody's worried about taxes. Do you realize how low your taxes are compared to other places? So I think the community has to support its own infrastructure and educational opportunities in order to expect some more from the state and especially from Penn State. And I think that's the reason why Penn State is pulling out. I don't think it's a political thing. I really don't.
All right. Well, what about Penn State Wilkes-Barre? 232 students in the fall of 25. Why weren't they closed? Were they closed? Were they one of the ones that were closed?
I don't know for sure.
I don't know either. I just heard. I was very
Allegheny 308. DuBois 375. Fayette 400. So the numbers don't add up to support.
It's not all about numbers. It's about the local support too.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Really quickly. If it's not about numbers, which is what you just said in the beginning of the call, then what's it about? So what do you want everyone to have, like a pep rally for Penn State, local support? So you're saying if the county commissioners gave $100,000, that was going to change the decision?
No, but look at do you know what the other counties around us are spending on higher education?
Does that make a difference? If they're closing the campuses saying the enrollment is too low, why were they closing branches? Weren't they closing branches with lower enrollment?
Because it's not a financial strain on Penn State because they're getting more support from the community.
So the tuition.
So you're saying then that I don't know what other counties gave to their Penn State campuses.
And I don't either right now.
And so that's an easy thing to say without the numbers, right? So so you want maybe perhaps the Fayette County Commissioners to give $2 million a year to Penn State, okay? That would involve raising taxes, and if you were on a Fayette County school board, you know how many times did you raise taxes on the school board? You did the same thing, right? We need state support for our school districts. We can't burden our people with raising these taxes, and they all get huge state subsidies. Which school board were you on?
Laurel Highlands.
Okay. They get at least 50% of their subsidy from the state, I would guess. They're maybe in a little bit better shape than some of the other school districts, but they get a considerable state subsidy when you were there?
they did, and not as much as some others. Other
right, they were
districts in the region.
they were in better shape than some others like Albert Gallatin and Collinsville. I agree, but
That's right.
following your logic though, then, well, the problem here was that the people in Laurel Highlands should have paid more taxes to keep their schools instead of the state doing it. But if the state had peeled back the money on you when you were a school board member, and this is just rhetorical, right?
And they did many times.
But if they took it down and said, well, guess what? We're taking it down to 30%. Your people aren't being paid enough. You're not paying enough taxes locally, so it's up to you as the school board to raise it up to fund your schools more instead of relying on the state. That would not have been a good option, would you think?
Well,
but you want the commissioners to do it.
We went through that many times, and when the state subsidy was not up to par, and we were mandated by teacher contracts and other increased costs to increase our budget, we had no choice but to raise the taxes. But we got pushback from the community, and a lot of times we had to do away with valuable programs.
I get it.
Programs in the district because of funds. It's the same thing in higher education.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is the school district that you served on got a heavy state subsidy. The state was supporting it, right? So that's
the state support.
Let me finish. Go ahead. So take that same model over to Fayette campus. Penn State supports it, or was supporting it, right? Even though it sort of maybe ran at a loss, the state certainly, didn't. You certainly ran at a loss without the state money. So, to my way of thinking, what Penn State has done is totally back out of its commitment to fund Fayette campus at all under any circumstance. And the parallel to that would be if the state of Pennsylvania said to your school district, Laurel Highlands or any other school district, you're getting no more subsidy, we're pulling out completely. It would be disastrous for these school districts, and the tax increases would be, 200-300%?
Also, do you know of any Penn State branch campuses that are funded in any capacity by their local county governments?
Yeah, I think most of them are.
No, they're actually, I don't think that's true. So can you name one?
No, I have been out of the state for a while. I don't know at this point.
And look, and while we appreciate calls from anywhere, we're happy that you're listening, but you're kind of making an argument that you can't support. And you're saying that the county let Penn State down. You have nothing to support that, except you're calling in from Maryland saying something that it's really not true.
Well, I could debate.
And you know what? You're welcome. Next week we'll be here. If you want to call back in with more information to debate that, look, if there's something for us to learn too, we're here for it. And we appreciate your call regardless.
I would ask you to ask the counties around you how much money they're putting in each individual county for higher education.
No, or for higher education, or specifically to Penn State?
No, for higher education.
Yeah, I think the Westmoreland County commissioners make a contribution to the Westmoreland County Community College, but they are
That's
the ones
a community college.
but they're the ones running that. It's a county. I think.
It's not Penn State University of Fayette County.
I could be wrong about them running it, but
if you look into history, you'll find that Fayette County was offered the option of either starting a local community college or contributing to Penn State back in the 60s. And they chose to give $100,000 to support Penn State. And they never increased that over 40 years. And yet budgets went up. And
so you're saying that, I mean...
Well, I think, Kendall, I think what you're driving at, and it's a very good point on your side, that even if the county commissioners had given more money to Penn State Fayette campus, they never would have been able, and I don't think any commissioners could have given enough money to totally fund their Penn State campus.
Out of closing.
I don't think that...
Well, I agree with you 100%.
Nobody could expect them to give that much money. So I think
then how did the county let down
that if
Penn
it had
State?
Increased, and say the Fayette County commissioners were now giving $800,000 a year to run Fayette campus, I still think it would have closed because Penn State's backing out completely.
Me too, and that would be absurd to take $100,000 of taxpayers' money to fund Penn State University branch campus. That's crazy thoughts. Mm-hmm. And whether they did it back then or not, when the
why do you think that the enrollment has drastically
The
dropped.
students, everybody
I
moved
think
away.
I think that when people finish college, they don't come back here to raise their kids. So, I mean, if you want to say,
And why do you think that is?
because they can't, they're
Can't
not
get a
enough
job.
jobs.
They can't get a job.
That's right, because
That's not people
they
letting the
want to
county
stay in the
down.
area.
That's not people letting the county down. That's just how this.
How many students did Laurel Highlands have when you were on the board? How many graduates per year would you estimate?
And why did
We
you
had
move?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I'm retired, and my daughters were educated entirely in Fayette County, and realized that there was no future in Fayette County, and they moved away. So now I'm where my daughters are. I'm in my 80s now.
Right. But it's a demographic problem as well. And we talked about that on the show before, John, that when you have high schools that used to have 400 graduates each year or more, and now they're down to 200, you have a problem.
What is Laurel Highlands student population? When I was there, it was 2,700.
Oh my
Don't know.
God! Oh, the student populate? You mean like the whole school?
I don't know.
Don't
Yes,
know.
right.
But I think it's probably half of that now. Wouldn't you say? I mean, it's like what, probably
I
two
don't-
something
I
per
don't
class.
know. All I know is that
Maybe more
the
than that.
enrollment is precipitated. It's a precipitous drop. It's a big drop from what it was 20, 30 years ago.
And the reason there's no jobs in Fayette County. There's no opportunity in Fayette County. There's been no leadership that has brought opportunity and jobs to Fayette County. It's a lost thing.
Hey, John, we have to go to break, but let me tell you something. I appreciate your call.
Yeah, call again.
Yeah, call again. You have a lot of insight. You're from here, and it's you're on the outside looking in now, and that's a whole different perspective that we appreciate.
It is. It really is.
Yep, it is. And I mean that sincerely. So please call back
we need to hear
anytime.
from you. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks so much. Take care.
Bye-bye. And we'll take a break, and we'll be back with more of Hot Topics right after this.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
That sneeze was in a different zip code, and I still felt the germs.
Relax, Randy. I went to Montgomery Medical. I'm fully shielded.
Like a flu shot?
Flu, COVID, the works. If you haven't caught up on your shots yet, they'll get you sorted in minutes. It's basically a suit of armor, but with less clanking. Then do the double shot. After Montgomery Medical, head over to Renew You Medispa. I got their immunity IV drip.
A Medispa?
You relax, you hydrate, and you give your immune system a VIP upgrade.
Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
Falling in love with a house? Head over heels for a home plan? Take the plunge. Apply for a mortgage loan with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Feeling commitment shy? Complete a mortgage pre-qualification. It's simple. 100% online, and you'll get a personalized answer within 1 business day. Then save the date for a move-in day or groundbreaking and put a key ring on it. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Join WMBS Saturday mornings at 8:15 a.m. for the Master Gardener Show with Bert Sisler from Penn State's Master Gardener program. The weekly program will take you through the growing season, from planting your garden, preparing the soil, starting plants from seeds, through to the planting of vegetables, herbs, annuals, and perennials, to the fall harvest of vegetables. Our Master Gardener program is being brought to you each Saturday by Miller's Greenhouses and Flower Shop, Route 119 in Smithfield.
Yeah, they're the people I trust. It's the place I go. Home, warehouse, where a house becomes a home.
March brings spring and home improvement season. Planning a home improvement project with your tax refund? Home Warehouse, a best in Fayette winner for home improvements and windows, is the place to go for all your home exterior needs. Warm weather means more outdoor living. Add value to your home with a new deck. Home Warehouse has a great selection of easy-to-maintain composite decking and vinyl railing, plus siding, shutters, windows and doors, roofing shingles, metal and rubber roofing, soffit and fascia, as well as flooring. So for selection, great prices, and hometown service, see Sandy and Donnie at Home Warehouse, Connellsville Street in Uniontown. They know how to make your house a happy home. Shop Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, Saturday, 8 to noon.
Home, warehouse, where a house becomes a home.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the better business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Having Hicks and Buzz Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller gladly answer healthcare questions and take care of your prescription needs. Hicks and Buzz also offers free prescription delivery, mail-out service for snowbirds, and dependable courteous service, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Hicks and Buzz Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street, phone 724-437-2828. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday at Hicks and Buzz Drugstore of Uniontown.
All right, welcome back to Hot Topics with Kendall, Paul, and TJ today. And as promised, Kendall, we have a special guest with us here in the studio.
We have Spencer here, Spencer Novak. He is a student at Laurel Highlands Middle School. And I met Spencer's brother on election day. I was working the polls, and Spencer's brother Henry was working the polls for his mom, who was running for school board. She's now serving on the Laurel Highlands School Board, Miranda. But Henry was just such a joy. He was just so civic-minded. It was just really nice to be around him all day. Doesn't know a stranger. And so when I saw someone had shared with me this flyer, and it's the Veterans Supply Drive. And I realized it was Spencer. And I thought, well, you know, then I kind of thought it was Henry for a second. So I was like, I have to have him on my show. And so then I reached out to Miranda, and she told me that this is Spencer. And I'm like, well, I have to meet the other kid because if he's anything like his brother, it's something to be proud of. And obviously doing something like this. So Spencer, tell us a little bit about yourself. What grade are you in?
I am in 8th grade.
Okay, 8th grade at the middle school.
Yeah, Laurel Highlands.
Laurel Highlands Middle School. And how did you come up with this idea?
I come from a long line of veterans. My great-grandfather was in the U.S. Marines. He served in Korea, Silver Star, Purple Heart. My uncle is a retired Army, a mechanic, Sergeant First Class. And my grandfather on my dad's side was in the Air Force.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is Fayette Freedom and Honor Foundation.
Fayette Freedom and Honor Foundation? Yeah. Okay, and where is that held? It's like an organization you belong to?
Yeah, it's just an organization.
Is it a school organization?
No, we're fully independent. This is run by pretty much just me and my mom. But as we go,
for students?
No, but we have. I'm part of the National Junior Honor Society at the middle school.
Okay.
So we often they like to help us out sometimes. But our first Kickstarter event is on March 21st, next Saturday at the middle school, just as a donation drive, kind of our first event of.
So this is a new thing.
Yeah, it's relatively new.
Okay, got it. So what are you doing?
We are looking for donation goods like just basic toiletries, socks, slippers, blankets, sweatpants, snacks. Sorry, but
socks and slippers.
Yeah.
So this is going to benefit what?
These benefit nursing homes. We're in contact with, I believe,
veterans in nursing homes.
Yeah, veterans in nursing homes.
Okay.
5 to 6 nursing homes right now. I believe there's about 30 veterans.
In total.
In total
Wow.
that we're in contact with. There's still more to nursing homes that have yet to respond. But as of right now, we have about 30 that we're looking to line up to donate these goods to them.
Okay. And so, are you going to go afterwards? Are you going to go and meet and deliver?
I believe so. We're gonna. I don't know how we're gonna separate them up yet, but we do plan on meeting these veterans and just talking to them as well.
So there's going to be a Chinese auction.
Yes.
And food provided, and this is going to take place next Saturday, March 21st, between 10 and 2, and that's at the Laurel Highlands Middle School. And so, anybody, if you have socks, now is this preferably newer items, or can we have used socks and slippers or sweatpants? Like, how does that work? Is there any preference, Spencer?
Not really. I mean, we're maybe preferably like new socks and blankets,
it.
preferably. But we're just looking for all those items. It will really benefit the veterans
all
of our
sizes,
community.
too.
Yeah, all sizes, anything. Yep.
And are there women veterans? Do you know in these?
I'm not too sure actually. I don't have any specifics on the veterans. We just know that there's 30 of them total between the 5 to 6 nursing homes at the moment.
Okay.
So that's.
How does the drop-off work then?
It
Will be well marked that people can come
Yeah,
up with?
mhm.
Getting into school would be an access problem, I would think. I would worry about that. So how will it, where it be bins outside, but you be outside the school? Where are you going to be?
The way it's going to work is going to be held in the gym up at the middle school. So when you come to the building, there's just going to be doors straight on the left, and that's where the Chinese auction, the food will be, and that will also be where the school drop-off will be. So it'll be a really easy system. And we're also combining with like our school house system. So for the students that might be watching, we have, if you donate,
Spencer, this is a very popular show. I think everyone's watching right now.
Yeah. So there'll also be critter coins involved, which is like kind of like our currency
What
at
is
the middle. Critter coins. It's kind of our
Critter coins?
Yeah, it's kind of like our currency at our school.
Oh, it's like this for the school store or something?
Yeah. So you also get critter coins from that as well.
From what?
From donating goods. There'll be a QR
Oh,
code.
so there's an incentive for
Yeah.
the students.
Mhm.
Got it. Okay. And are you doing this? Are you partnering up with or kind of piggybacking off of the National Honor Society or Junior National Honor Society to hold it at the school?
No,
Okay.
I'm the vice president of the National Honor Society up at the middle school.
Okay.
But this is completely different. But we are going to have members from this society help us as kind of like volunteers for
You
their
guys need
hours.
volunteer hours?
For National Honor
Yeah.
Society, yeah, you need 4, I think, over like a year period.
Okay. Well, I think you probably got yours taken
Oh
care
yeah,
of.
I got.
You,
Yeah.
Can you bank them for next year? Because you might have a lot.
I don't know how the national.
Once you get up to the top.
Yeah, I don't know how it works up there actually.
Do you plan on working hard when you get to the high school?
Oh yeah, definitely working hard.
And
is,
be on National Honor Society there?
Yeah.
And this is just going to be the first of many things for you, Spencer.
Oh, 100%.
Spencer, is there any provision for someone that might want to donate or help but could not make it during these 10 a.m. to 2 o'clock? Like,
Yeah.
could they contact you ahead of time or afterwards?
Yeah.
Or what can
So they can contact the number on the flyer, which is 724-415-7777.
Read that again for people in case they want to write down slow.
724-415-7777. So they can contact us anytime. If they can't make that arrangement, that they can contact us and we can just a custom meetup just to donate these goods. We're also working on a website right now where people will be able to donate monetary items, cash. But
So do you have that up and running yet? Or
not yet.
Okay,
no.
that's to come.
Yeah.
And people, this flyer is floating around social media, so please like and share it. I mean, you know, it's a great thing for any young person to be involved in community service.
Hold it up so they can maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, you
sure.
can hold
oh,
it
yeah,
up.
we can, yeah, okay.
On
This is what
TV, there it is.
This is what it looks like. You're on the big screen. Wait till all your friends are watching. They're probably in the auditorium with the big, what do you call that? No, someone wheeled the
Projector?
Yeah, remember they used to wheel the TV in?
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
that's
VCR, and
right.
we'd be
Yep,
like,
with the
"Yeah."
VCR. Yep.
Spencer would have no idea about that.
No, he wouldn't.
That's probably right up with like a dial tone or a dial phone. Okay, so again, this is Spencer Novak, and he is the founder and director of the Fayette Freedom and Honor Foundation. And how does someone become a part of this?
As like a volunteer in that matter.
Yeah.
They can just reach out to us. We obviously are going to need help with.
Because this is just like the kickoff.
Yeah, this is just kind of like a kickoff.
Got
They can
it.
obviously just reach out to us, and we can get arrangements set if they want to come out, help,
Is there a
volunteer.
Facebook page for this?
There's not one specifically set, but
Okay,
my
got
mom
it.
has been
Miranda's,
advertising.
okay.
Yeah, maybe in the future.
And again, if somebody has donations and they can't make it on Saturday, March 21st, between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., Spencer, slowly read for us the number so that they can contact and make arrangements.
724-415-7777.
Great job.
That was good.
Yeah, it was good.
He has a good voice for.
You won't be needing me anymore. Good luck. Read up on local news.
That's right, Spencer. Do you have any aspirations of being a radio star? Because this is where you would start.
I actually do have a TikTok page where I do just Christian content. I mean,
Okay.
it's not my first time on the air, I guess you could say.
Oh, so you're no stranger.
No, I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
I better watch out here.
Me too, Paul.
We're all
What
in
is your
trouble
TikTok
here.
page called?
It's Mr. Novak, just Mr. Novak.
And you
is
share
on
Christian
TikTok.
content?
Yep.
Is it you?
Just me, yeah.
Do you do any TikTok dances?
I do not actually.
Have you
no.
ever?
Would you like to try doing
No.
the news sometime, just for
Yeah.
15 minutes and just see?
Yeah, Brian, I'm sure after hearing this, Brian would definitely consider an internship at some point.
He has a good voice.
He does. And you know what? He's even when we said say it slowly, I mean you pick up on things quickly. Spencer, do you feel that there's a lot of interest from your schoolmates?
Oh yeah. So we've publicized the flyer over Gmail. There's going to be flyers in the hallway, banners even. I've had a lot of interest in the program. I've had students reach out to me that wanted extra flyers to put up in like one person asked me to put it in their church,
Sure.
things like that, like
Yeah.
bulletin boards.
Yeah.
We expect anywhere from 150 people to 250 people here. So that'll definitely be great for the donation supplies.
So nice, TJ, isn't it?
It is very nice.
Spencer.
So we wish you all the best.
Yes. Do you have a call?
We do not have a
Okay, I
call.
wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be for this a question for this. Spencer, congratulations. Thank you for your interest in community service and, of course, for the veterans. I'm sure you got to meet George back there.
Yeah.
And he's probably loving that. And you're welcome back here at the station anytime, specifically here on the show,
Come
because
back and do an update.
yeah, for
Yeah, that's a
sure.
good idea.
And to promote anything else.
Alrighty.
And good luck to you.
Yep. Thank you guys.
All right, Spencer, thank you. And we'll come back and wrap up Hot Topics for this Friday here on WMBS.
Caring for an aging parent or a loved one with medical needs? Fact, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation can help. Seniors 65 and older ride free on our fixed routes. People with disabilities get discounted shared rides. And if your loved one has medical assistance, their trips to doctors or treatment are covered under the shared ride program. Give them safe, reliable independence and yourself peace of mind. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. Fact, your community, your connection.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Looking for a fireplace? Koval Building Supply at 40 Monroe Avenue in Uniontown is more than your plumbing supply store. We specialize in fireplaces of all fuel types, such as gas, wood, pellet, and electric. We're now featuring Harmon pellet stoves from Forge and Flame, perfect for keeping your family warm and cozy. Call Koval today at 724-437-8824 or visit kovalsupply.com to start planning for the winter season. Koval Building Supply, everything you need to make your house feel like home.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Are holiday bills flooding your mailbox? Are high credit card payments keeping you from paying basic living expenses? Are utilities threatening shutoffs? Are creditors constantly calling? Will you use your entire tax refund to pay creditors? If your answers are yes, call Zebley Law Office for a free in-person consultation to discuss your situation. We are the experts, trusted for 40 years to provide debt relief. Call Zebley Law Office today at 724-439-9200. At Zebley Law Office, we're here to help.
Unlock the energy at Live Casino Pittsburgh during the Spring ZDX giveaway. Play daily to earn entries toward our giveaway drawings on March 27th and 28th, where you could win a share of over $55,000 in prizes, or race away in a new 2026 Acura ZDX all-wheel drive EV. Get charged up for the Acura ZDX giveaway on March 27th and 28th, only at Live Casino Pittsburgh. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WMBS.
All right, welcome back to Hot Topics with Kendall, Paul, and TJ. Today, our final 5 minutes, wrapping things up.
Final 5, not the final 4, but pretty soon. I
What's
guarantee
coming
my
up?
bracket does something good this year. I just have this feeling.
I'm going to beat you in the brackets, I think.
You think?
I'll take you on.
I do like 2, though, just in case.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
724-438-4593. Good calls today, people. Also, a big thanks to Spencer, and thanks to his mom for getting him out of school for something that is super important, right? I mean, I don't know
Definitely.
what classes he was missing to come here, but I think it was well worth it.
School's about over for the day, right?
Yeah, and it's an experience.
We have a very quick call we're going to take, guys. Are we ready?
Okay.
Here we go. Good afternoon. You're on the air. Who are we speaking to?
Yeah, it's Mark from Palmersville.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark, what's up?
I want to commend Spencer on his charitable work and all things you guys do. And
I saw Mark from Connersville at the telethon, TJ.
I saw you on there.
Yeah, no, I saw Mark. Mark was,
At the thing, yeah. I watched a little bit online.
but you didn't see Mark from
I didn't see
Connersville.
Mark from
No, yeah.
Connellsville, no.
Yep, he was stopped by.
That's awesome.
and so yesterday, or 2 days ago, I go to the Valley restaurant there in Connellsville. Ross
Are
Daly.
you listening to a scanner?
I'm shutting it off.
Okay, go ahead.
So here, I just ate breakfast. My wife was gonna meet me for lunch at the Little Bamboo. So I ate breakfast because it was like 10 o'clock. She wouldn't get there till 12. So here, I just got done eating a nice, beautiful breakfast with a Pepsi.
Speed this up, Mark.
The guy left to me. He goes, "I got the whole floor. Everybody gets free in the restaurant."
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, well, I heard of this other place. This lady was selling all this dog stuff. And she said they used to raise dogs when they were young to go to that show on Channel 4, the Adventure Time. They used to give away dogs.
Okay.
And she used to raise these dogs.
So what did she do? What did she do? What did she do?
She raised the dogs that the kids that won something could win a dog and get away with a dog on their program. That was the adventure with, I can't think of it, Paul Shannon.
Okay.
But small world, then I ran into my grandmother's caretaker that was in, my grandmother was in a nursing home. She was
Did you eat the
95
Little
years old.
Bamboo?
Pardon me? Yeah, I got to eat there at a well food home. Still got a little bit left. It's a fabulous place. And I just wanted to say I didn't go anywhere yesterday. I just kept on gorging myself with food.
Well, we're glad you have a full belly, and we hope that. Are you enjoying this sunshine? Well, the sun's out right now a little bit, so.
Of course, I went out this morning early, and I came back, and it's cold. I guess it's going to get pretty warm right now. I don't even know what it's like out there in a second, but I'm just enjoying your show.
Thank you so much, Mark, and we enjoy your calls. You take good care and have a good weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right, final minute and a half, everybody.
Final-
Anybody doing anything for St. Patrick's Day weekend?
No.
No?
Not in celebration of St. Patrick's Day weekend.
You're not Irish,
I mean, yeah, there's some Celtic in.
but nothing. You're not going to wear green, at least
No.
green? Not even
If I do,
green?
it'll be, not on purpose. I mean,
Okay.
I don't do like themey stuff like that.
Okay,
You,
that's
Paul?
fine.
Not really.
My eyes are green.
I would
There you
say-
go. Green eyes.
I would say that my late best friend and your former
Chuck
neighbor, Chuck
Mortimer.
Mortimer.
You're gonna think about him?
For Chuck, this was a national holiday. I mean, he
Okay.
would come and be dressed
be
in
ready to
green,
go.
ready to go, and he lived up to the billing of it. You know.
Would you be pumped to be with him on that
Oh
day?
yeah, it was fun to be around him all the
Okay.
time, but especially on St. Patrick's Day, it was like he
Yeah.
treated that as though it was
Mm-hmm.
like a religious holiday almost.
Yep.
You know.
So we'll think about Chuck.
Oh, yeah,
There we
he
go.
was great.
And
great.
one more thing, and it's Friday the 13th. Anybody afraid of anything or scared of
My
anything?
parents met on a blind date on Friday the 13th, and they lived happily ever after.
There you go.
Not in March. July. Yeah.
July.
Mhm.
Okay.
Who set them up?
No
name. You don't have to name just a friend of
my
who.
dad's friend and my mom's best friend was going, and there was another girl supposed to be going, but she backed out, and so my mom's best friend said, "Do you want to come?" And then they went to like a concert or some kind of show, and then Dave Longsinger, I think it was, and then my mom got home and said to my bub, "I know I'm going to marry him,"
Wow.
and they literally they lived happily ever after until he passed.
All right, guys.
Great story.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys.
TJ, thanks. You did a great job today with us.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see Bill next week.
And we'll see you guys next Friday. This is WMBS Uniontown at 3 o'clock.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. Iran maintains a chokehold on the Strait of Hormuz. Gas prices are still on the rise in the U.S., and the Trump administration is now allowing the purchase of Russian oil already at sea. CBS's Skylar Henry in Atlanta with more on how this